So I'm gonna show you a really delicious salmon dish. It's crispy seared salmon with white beans and a really nice tangy salsa verde. Super easy to make, so delicious. So the first thing is chopping up your onion and celery, and then we're gonna fry it off in the pan. So I've got my onion and celery here. This is like two ribs of onion and two ribs of celery and one onion. And I'm just gonna add it to my pan and we're gonna fry it off. So we don't want to get too much color on this, we just want to soften them slightly. And then we're going to add our soaked beans. This is a combination of white beans, so butter beans and cannellini, with 500 ml of stock. And you can use fish or chicken or veg stock. So I'm just going to simmer that. So the beans are slightly cooked. They've been soaked and I've cooked them for about 10-15 minutes. So they just need to finish cooking all the way through and then mix in with the flavor of the stock. And so we've got a kind of nice, fresh, kind of spring green kind of broth to go with the beans. It'll be delicious. I'm gonna bash a couple of garlic cloves and put them in with the beans as well. I've also added some thyme leaves when I was frying the celery and the onion. Because the salsa verde calls for parsley, I'm gonna add some of the stalks. Quite a lot of the flavor of herbs are in the stalks and a lot of people throw them away, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna finely chop some of the stalk up. Save the leaves for the salsa verde. Chop it up with the garlic. And add that to the pan now. All of that can go in and it'll give it this wonderful kind of parsley flavor. Because I hate chopping and faffing around with salsa verde and pestos and stuff, what I'm gonna do is kind of roughly chop my ingredients and then whack them in a blender NutriBullet thing and then just briefly blitz it. So all of the ingredients kind of come together, but it's not like a fine puree. So I'm gonna use about 2 tablespoons of capers, a whole lot of herbs. We've got basil and parsley, about 30 grams of each. We've got the onion in there, some red wine vinegar, a couple of tablespoons. I want about 4 of these going in. It's gonna add a wonderful saltiness. And then some olive oil. Be generous here. Because we've got the capers and anchovies, I'm not gonna add any salt now, but later on you can season, taste, check, see if it needs any more. Wipe the lid on. So I'm going to keep doing it and stopping so it doesn't become a paste, any of it. So good. Look at that. Crucial part of making crispy skinned salmon or any fish is making sure the skin is super dry and enough salt. So I'm going to use this anchovy oil as well as a bit of extra olive oil because it will just enhance the kind of fish flavor. So you want the pan nice and hot before the fish goes in. So we'll give it a really nice crust. And this is still just simmering away. The beans are now nearly cooked through, so by the time the salmon's done, I think we'll be ready to serve. So I'm gonna add the salmon to the pan now. That's the salmon we want. And we're gonna cook this fish about 3/4 of the way on this side, and then flip it and finish it off on the other side. So I think the salmon's gonna be ready to flip. Wanna check? Perfect, look. Beautifully crispy. Few ladles full of the beans, and then I'm just going to finish with a salmon fillet on top. Oh my god, it's overflowing, look. And then some of that delicious salsa verde. And a little bit of fresh parsley. So there you have it, my delicious crispy skinned salmon with white beans and salsa verde. Such an easy and delicious dish to make. If you try it, make sure to let me know. Do subscribe, and I'll see you again next time.